sending a team out, believing in themselves, believing in each other, is one of the keys to success. I think my experience, my early experience of leadership, I was so young and inexperienced at 22 or whatever as an England captain, that it just struck me when I stood up in front of the England team for the first time. There was all this experience and knowledge that sat in the room, and I thought one of the key things I could do early on was access that knowledge, access that experience. And I think that was a huge learning curve for me, that listening and observing were probably the most important things I did early on in my career as a leader. I introduced upward appraisal in a rugby team because I wanted to listen to what people needed from me. And I think that altered as I became more experienced. But I think the key for me was earning the trust that the players knew I was doing it because I wanted them to be successful and to be winning games. I think the key for me was always, once you got in the dressing room, everything should be done. In terms of getting the performance out of a player and all the players, for me, that was hundreds, thousands of little conversations, interactions in the week building up to the game. When you weren't in camp as a team, it was trying to find out, understand players, understand what happened in their lives, what was happening in their lives, in their families, so that you knew the person and you knew how to get the best out of the person. And I think that's a huge amount of work that goes on every time you're in a conversation with someone. But I think actually when it came to just before the changing rooms, I think something that we constantly underestimate is the importance of confidence. I think we all work at our best in stressful situations, present, play, whatever it is, at our best when we're confident. And I think sending a team out, believing in themselves, believing in each other, is one of the keys to success, because I just genuinely believe we underestimate the mental side of so much in life. I hope they just take away a few practical tips. I think what I learned when I was made captain, I read every book there was on leadership. And then you stand up in front of 30 people and they don't do what you say, and I go, no, I've read everything. This is what's meant to happen. People don't conform, especially successful people. And I think it's understanding that you have to learn how to read people, have to adapt to situations. And that, the team success is the absolute priority. I think if you're leading for your own personal gain, you will not be successful. The team won't be successful. So, I think every decision, every behavior, every reaction that you have as a leader should be about the team, what is best for the team. And I think it's very hard, but if you can live by that sort of mantra, then I think you stand a chance of getting the best out of the individuals in that team. And that really is the role of a leader.